Hey, welcome back. It's been a while. My name is Danny, and today I have a video for you guys, and it's about AO combat. Alright, so not a lot of people that I've talked to really enjoy or see enjoyment inside AO's combat. And to me, I feel like this is like kind of astonishing because I really enjoy the game's combat, and it's really, really fucking fun. One of the best things ever for me. And yeah, it's a really good fucking game. But without further ado, I just wanted to talk about like general combat changes that I want to see in the game to help improve it. Like, I just want to help make it better. I just want to participate in just... So most of these changes are centered around making the combat feel fluid, less janky. These changes I feel like will be there for the betterment of the entire game in the long run, as long as it feels smooth and less rudimentary. As of right now, blast-like attacks on weapons and magic are pretty much functional. Nothing, pretty straightforward. It's a blast attack. You shoot a projectile, hit somebody, does damage, That's how it is. I have no real issues with them right now, other than like some of them being like too overly, I don't know, I guess exaggerated in a sense, in terms of damage. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just a number tweak that will be just handled throughout testing as always and through community feedback and stuff, so it's whatever. But yeah. Next thing is beams. Beams right now are in a very weird spot, as they are often used as like a follow-up attack right after like any other attack pretty much. Functionally, you're just like depending on them if you're a solid magic, but on other cases there can be like extremely underwhelming. So like for example on light magic, you might just be really using a beam just purely off the case that it does no damage. Yeah, that's literally it. You're just better off using a blast right then and there. But yeah. So the only improvement I think I can think for beams is to make the travel time obsolete, like cut the travel time out and just make it so it's a flat rate for all magics. Honestly, this is what you can do to make it better, because right now it's like varying on distances that if you were to hold a beam farther away from you, it would actually take longer for it to come out than if it were like, I don't know, to be something closer to really benefit off the speed. Explosions right now are really good. They're in a very good place. Not too scary, not too like jarring in terms of damage, just an AoE. It is what it is. It's an explosion, self-explosion, use it on you, does damage, boom boom bop. That's how it is. I don't know, it's pretty simple. These attacks are really simple, like really simple, but it's really nice to have for these types of things in the game. Blocking is one of our main tools to damage reduction, but when put into combat practice, it feels janky, unrewarding, and unfun to play against and use. People using blocking to increase their airtime to wait for an attack that's on CD to use again is ridiculous, dude. Anticipating an attack and parrying it or even blocking it can sometimes leave you at a disadvantage, and I feel like that's just so dumb, especially if another player doesn't know how to capitalize on it. What I do to fix blocking is, honestly, just make it so you fall down while blocking. Let's cut out the fucking airtime. We don't need that. Another thing I really like to see for blocking is that when holding block, we don't drain stamina at all. We just do not drain any stamina unless we actually block an attack. Like literally, it just eats at your stamina until you have no stamina left, and then it chunks your health. It starts doing damage to you. I feel like that'll be so much better for blocking. It'll help out in those scenarios where you're just getting bombarded with attacks and there's nothing else you can do. You just hold G, take the fucking hits, unblock, get the fuck out of there with your dash. Simple as that. And I feel like parrying should just negate all damage overall, honestly. Like, or at least 90% of the damage. Like, there's no way. Like, come on, dude. You're parrying a fucking attack. You might as well stagger the person and just defend yourself for all their damage, or at least 90% of their damage, 80%. It's just like really high amount pretty much, because you're parrying the attack. Come on, dude. Like, you should be rewarded for doing this. But yeah, parrying multi-hit attacks, something like a 20-hit barrage, 5-hit barrage, I feel like that should just auto parry the rest of the chain if you have already parried the first shot. It'll really help out with those cases where parrying an attack and then you're just sitting there, you're sitting duck, you can't really move. You try to dash out, you get hit by like, I don't know, a couple of stray bullets, like 3 or 4 stray bullets. Yeah, you should just be rewarded for parrying the attack. You just hold G while you just parry the first hit, and it auto parries the rest of it. Like, come on. This is something that's like really not needed, but it'll be really nice to have, In AO, much like the other Arcane games, stamina high jumps are one of your main movements to gain height. So you're able to take high ground, shoot a shot, take a shot, pop a shot. These should honestly just take less stamina overall, since they're just commonly used in PvP and PvE. I feel like a 20% stamina reduction would be justified. Stamina dashes are oddly enough in a weird spot. The majority of the people that play the game in testing use it as a way to position, like position yourself throughout the fight. Dash to left, T-jump, shoot a shot. But yeah, a lot of people use it for precision. That's basically what it is. Not many people use it for dashes. I mean, it can be used for just like getting out of the way of an attack, but it's kind of hard to do since most attacks have big AoEs and you'll end up getting nailed in the head regardless. But yeah, dashes are in a really weird spot. Honestly, what I think it should be, we should just keep the cooldown the same. Keep dashing the same, how it functions completely. But some of you guys that may have played Hollow Knight know what the Shade Cloak is. Basically, it's like a dash, but instead of just dashing, you get iframes. And these iframes actually build up. They're on a cooldown. So say you dash out of an attack, and you proc your iframe. Your iframe goes on cooldowns, but you can still do regular dashes. Once the iframe cooldown is up, you'll get your dash called Shade Dash, which would be your iframe dash. You dash, and if you do dash out of an attack, then uses your iframe, goes back on cooldown. So we have this situation where we're using two different dashes at once, but they're essentially the same thing. One has iframes, one doesn't. So say you dash an attack, you proc your iframe, then you dash again, but you still get hit. You won't have your iframe that time. You're still going to take the damage. I think that's honestly the best we can do here for stuff that has like insane AoEs. You just dash an attack, proc your iframe. It's rewarding it. It's rewarding the player. Obviously, it's rewarding the player for being good. You know, for proccing the iframe, getting that dash, getting that perfect dash out. Now you're back to square one where you're still using your positioning tool. Honestly, like, it can't get better than this, honestly. I hope this feature makes it into the game. It's probably one of my favorite things. Now time for level scaling. Honestly, in my opinion, I feel like our HP pool should just be increased. At level 90, we still have the same HP as we had in WOM, which is like 634, I believe. I'm not sure if that's correct. It could be 654, but it's something around there. Pretty much the same HP, 28 HP difference is nothing crazy. But yeah, right now we basically have low base HP, and most of our HP comes from gear, just straight up gear. I feel like the scaling your HP should just be increased at a exponential scale. Honestly, just be exponential as it's been here. If it isn't already, maybe I'm wrong, but if that's the case, and I am wrong, then it should be just more HP in general, because dude, we have nothing. Like, we have no HP compared to the damage we're dishing out. In terms of damage, I feel like damage should just be reduced, like, especially from power. Like, how much you benefit from power should be reduced overall. It should not. I think currently it's 1-to-1. I feel like power should definitely be reduced for all attacks, like all of them. Like, we should not be doing insane damage with 70 power. I feel like that's just ridiculous. Like, it's so ridiculous how much damage we can do just pure power builds. Now time for more niche features. I want magic charge canceling. Basically what this is that once you do start your magic charging, if you could just override it with any input of keys. So right now you can only do it with dashing. So if you just dash, it'll override the fucking the charging of your magic attack. I feel like that should be the same for blocking, T-jumping, any action that requires you to go into a different state of animation. It should just overwrite the magic charging overall, just overall. Like, if I'm charging, I should just be able to press Q, it'll throw out a fucking blast attack. Should be able to charge, hold T, it'll get me out of the charge animation, it'll make me fucking T-jump. Should be able to hold charge, press G, it'll make me fucking block. That's that. That's what I really want. Magic charge movement. I know this is weird, but I feel like we should just be able to move while charging magic. Like, there's no point in standing still. This game is very fast-paced, very, very fast-paced. You're always moving. You're always moving. I feel like we should just be able to passively walk while charging. I mean, well, I guess this is going to be solved in the future later down the line with passive energy charging, which is, I believe, is a magic awakening. Maybe it's like somewhere fucking around in the Trella, but I don't know. That seems like a possible idea that could make it in the game. If it isn't already there listed, then that's probably something that's written somewhere, I don't know, somehow. It could be in the game, could be not. It'll be nice to see in the game for sure, eventually. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Just wanted to talk about AO combat, let you guys know what's up, and stuff that I found issued with, stuff I found fun, stuff I like. Yeah, I just really like this game. Game is really fun. See you guys. Peace out. Like and subscribe. And have a nice day. Yo!